What should you expect from the most expensive telescope ever produced? Well, I'll tell you. Everything. You see, the James Webb Space Telescope is not just a space observatory. I'd prefer if we called it a bridge between life over there and life right here on Earth. From its assembling down to its launching into the universe, the JWST has always been a marvel. And now, the James Webb Telescope is now settled in space and already sending insane images from the world beyond Earth. So tighten your buckles and put on your spacesuit because it's going to be a crazy ride to space. Meanwhile, this is Posh Future, where we bring you the latest videos on developments in the world of science and technology. Our content are informative and straight to the point. So what are you waiting for? Ensure you click the subscription button and hit the notification bell to stay updated as soon as our content is uploaded. Mankind has always been fascinated by what lies beyond our world. Over the years, we've seen the emergence of different space observatories, yet none can compare to the recent and most astounding, the new James Webb Space Telescope. The recently launched telescope is settling perfectly well in its new home and has begun to send clear, crisp, and never-seen images from the inaccessible regions of the universe. Before we get to the juicy part of this video, let's talk a bit more about the emergence of the JWST. This masterpiece was birthed due to the urgent need for a telescope that could access the outer and inaccessible realms of the vast and dark universe, a feat which the Hubble Space Observatory couldn't pull off. As a result, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA) entered into a collaboration with the Canadian Space Agency, and the end result was simply fantastic. Now, don't get me wrong, the Hubble did provide some images that gave scientists answers to some mind-boggling questions about the universe. However, there was a need for more. Something powerful enough to find out what really lurks in the hidden depth of space. Years of extensive research and testing work led scientists to the development and launch of the JWST last year. And this was no ordinary launch. The telescope was so gigantic and had to be folded to fit into the launch vehicle. In fact, its main mirror alone was measured to be 2.7 meters large in diameter and 6 times larger on the surface. But that was not all. As planning and execution plans were put in place, scientists had to ensure the JWST was perfect in all senses. And the reason was not so far-fetched. You see, its final destination was deep in space, a region which might prove to be too risky to venture into on an impulse. Thankfully, things went well during its launch, and the JWST arrived at its permanent residence a month later on a hitch-free journey. In fact, the smooth journey loosely translates to more fuel as well as doubling its expected lifespan. From its location in the depth of the universe, we present 5 unimaginable images captured by the JWST. They are simply mind-blowing. Counting down from number 5. Explosion of an infant star. At first glance, this detailed and crisp picture portrays a vigorous explosion from an infant star. But this is no ordinary infant star. The image depicted would provide scientists with a better understanding of the dusty envelopes that shields the protostars in their early stage of formation. In addition, it gives a clue about the existence of a fiery gas jet orbiting in space at an insanely maddening speed. They are simply referred to as Herbig-Haro objects. 4. The sparkling Stephan's quintet. Yeah, I know, a star is expected to sparkle, right? But this is extraordinary. This beautiful picture captured by the JWST has managed to catch our attention, not because of its striking resemblance to a firecracker, but because this is the first clear image of a group of galaxies known as Stephan's quintet, and these glowing stars have varying colors from blue to red. The variance in color isn't just there for fun. The blue stars you can see are newly born, while the red stars are the older ones, gradually dying. If you think this is fun, check out the next one. The 55 Cancri E. At this point, things get terrifying. Although this picture gives a terrifying look of a fireball that escaped from the mouth of a dragon, What we have here is a close-up view of an exoplanet called the 55 Cancri E. Here is an interesting fact. Do you know that this exoplanet has a surface temperature predicted to be flaming red? Believe it, because it's true. The temperature alone is measured to be 2,000 degrees Celsius. Who knows, could this be hell? However, scientists do have a reasonable explanation. You see, the high temperature has been attributed to the proximity of the exoplanet to its parent star. In fact, the performance of the JWST in relaying this interesting image to space agencies has helped scientists for the first time observe and learn more about the atmospheric conditions surrounding the exoplanets. But there is still more to find. Let's move on to number 2, the super Puffy planets. Fun fact, don't you think this super Puffy planet could have been the idea behind the creation of cotton candy? Sorry, I couldn't help myself. However, for the first time, this space observatory has captured a clear picture of 2 swollen and fluffy exoplanets situated in the Kepler 51 system. Initially detected by NASA in 2012, these candy-like exoplanets were 2,600 light-years away from Earth along our Milky Way. After years of extensive research and investigation, scientists revealed the reasons behind the swollen and puffy nature of the exoplanets. You see, the existence of hydrogen in their atmosphere makes for the bloated look. Here's a fun fact. The aforementioned factors also contribute to the similarities this planet bears with Jupiter. However, the only difference is that these planets are only 1,100 of Jupiter's mass. Just in time, the image captured by JWST lays concrete evidence and allows scientists to understand the formation process of these planets outside the periphery of the star's snow line, a region best suited for icy stuff to thrive. Another interesting fact. Do you know that an estimate of 3 exoplanets is contained in the Milky Way? Well, now you know. Number 1. Exoplanets orbiting 2 stars. If there is one thing exoplanets love to do, they love to hide. Their presence is so much shrouded in mystery that it takes the help of a high-performance space observatory to unravel them. Among the images sent back to scientists was a picture depicting a large gas planet orbiting a pair of dwarf stars. Luckily, JWST has managed to capture the hidden beauty of these exoplanets by making use of gravitational microcosm. Interestingly, these planets have a mass that bears the same equality as the mass of Saturn in our universe, with the pair of stars situated 11 million kilometers from themselves. Thanks to the JWST, scientists have a clear picture of 3 body systems featuring exoplanets brought to light. And we can assure you that before the end of the year, more answers to questions about our vast and dark universe will be brought to the limelight. Till then, let's hear what you think about these 5 images captured by the Space Observatory in the comment section below.